Hi, everyone. For our presentation today, we'll be talking about the impacts of COVID-19 on McDonald's. Our presenters are Adrian, Atrix, Kishan, and myself, Shante. Now, for our agenda for the presentation, we'll be talking about 4 key topics. These are the sales projection, operations, customer feedback, and other divisions. For the sales projection, sales fell 6% to $4.71 billion in the January to March period of 2020 because the lockdown orders affected the customers' daily routines during that time, given that it was quarantine, so persons weren't able to dine into the restaurants as they'd like to. There were also price increases on certain items, such as the Big Macs and Chicken McNuggets. These items also contributed to an increase in global revenue for 2021 that exceeded $23.3 billion compared to 2019 and 2016. During the pandemic, it was necessary to keep up with the consumer demand. McDonald's have made technological advancements that allowed for the production and distribution of meat more safely, quickly, and efficiently. McDonald's also sourced their meat from suppliers in the US and local sourcing to contribute to family businesses and driving local economic growth. As it relates to the food delivery, McDonald's partnered with a few online food ordering and delivering platforms, such as DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Skip the Dishes, to provide customers with a secure, quick, and simple experience while they were in quarantine. When they use these apps, they would also have to pay a delivery fee, service fee, and a small order fee, which was somewhat of a disadvantage because not every customer was willing or able to spend more money when making a purchase online. And I'll pass it along to Kishan.
Okay, hello. So I'll be talking about the McDonald's operations during COVID. So because of COVID in 2020, there was always they implemented a limited capacity and social distancing within the building. So with limited capacity, they always put an empty table between every customer that chooses to sit down and dine. And for social distancing, always strictly 6 feet if you're ordering or standing in line. And usually they wouldn't really want anyone to be in the and prioritize only through drive-through deliveries and additional businesses. And for deliveries, like Shante mentioned, there's always Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Skip the Dishes. Also, they restrict most of their food and drink menus to their customers, and this is due to the fact that during COVID, the deliveries between trucks and products are very slow. So they couldn't really produce a lot of basically most of the menus. And yeah, that's it really for operations impacted from COVID. I'll give it to Adrienne from here.
McDonald's received mixed customer feedbacks during the pandemic. On one hand, many customers appreciated that the fast food chain was able to quickly pivot to new safety protocols, such as incorporating technology through contactless payment options and upgrading delivery apps and websites. Also, by their enhanced cleaning procedures, for example, undergoing temperature checks outside the premises, proper sanitation for the staff and customers, wearing of masks required, and proper sealing of to-go orders. They also have increased the number of deliveries and upgraded its drive-through systems by increasing the number of delivery points and delivery riders in certain areas. They also increased the number of staffs and the drive-through checkpoints and made sure to update its outdoor digital drive-through menu displays. Also, they maximize their digital marketing through campaign videos and social media engagements. On the other hand, some customers express frustrations with long wait times and limited menu options due to supply chain disruptions. In addition, Some customers criticize McDonald's for not doing enough to support its workers during the pandemic, including providing adequate personal protective equipment and hazard pay for their employees. Overall, McDonald's has continued to adapt and evolve its operations during the pandemic in response to customer feedback and the changing circumstances. I'm passing it on to Atrix to discuss the other divisions.
So thank you for that. And now for the last part is I'm going to discuss the other divisions which impacted the McDonald's worldwide. So global stores sales fell 23.9% for the second quarter ended June 30, 2020, dragged down by big international markets, including the United Kingdom, France, and Latin America. Analysts had forecast a 23.24% fall according to IBES data from Refinitiv. In the United States, where it operates more than a third of its restaurants, the restaurant sales fell 8.7%, but were better than the anticipated 9.97% fall. In China, it had shut down about 300 restaurants and set up an epidemic task force in response to the virus. So restaurants have been struggling to cope up with the changing dynamics and consumer behaviors around the health crisis, forcing them to simplify menus and shift largely to online and mobile orders for pickup, delivery, and drive-through. The company said about 96% of its restaurants were operating with drive-through, delivery, or reduced seating capacity. In conclusion, it is very prominent that the pandemic heavily affected everyone, not just small businesses, but even big companies such as McDonald's. So that is it for our presentation, and thank you for listening.